Well, hey there, my name is Kurt. This is my good friend AC. Let's talk youth ministry. Yo, welcome.
Yes.
This is my buddy. How
We're
are
back.
you?
We're back.
We are back.
We're back. We've
How
been
long's
gone
it
for
been?
a long time.
It's
been
like
a few months.
A few months.
At least 3
Okay.
months.
Well, dude, let's jump right into this.
Okay.
So here's the deal. We're back. We're gonna come back strong.
Yes.
When Jason and I quit doing the Simply Youth Ministry show because
Yeah.
of schedules, and we used to film 4 at a time.
Yes.
So it could never be real time. We could never talk about current events.
What's going on?
We try to predict what might be cool 4 weeks in the future. And
Who's going to be president?
Who's going to be president?
Who's going to win a championship?
So we thought that, hey, if we quit doing it, it'll just kind of go away quietly.
Yeah.
And that really hasn't been the case.
No.
It's kind of surprising. So then you and I, a few months ago, started trying to do this little Let's Talk Youth Ministry every now and then.
Just a V-blog.
Just a V-blog to fill in the gap.
It's an email from Josh.
You just got an email from Josh saying, what are you doing on a Monday working?
Yeah.
But we were very inconsistent.
Yeah.
So today is the beginning of a new day.
Yes.
A new format. Let's Talk Youth Ministry is going to be what? Weekly? Is that our goal?
Weekly. It'll be done weekly.
Wait, we're going to do it weekly as in it's not going to be very good? Or we're going to do it every week?
We're doing it every week, right?
But we're not doing it weekly.
We're not posting.
We're doing it strongly.
Yeah, week.
Never mind. You're a little bit slow.
Over.
That's top shelf humor, AC. Top shelf.
Okay.
No, we're going to post it weekly, right?
Yes.
Every Wednesday,
Every
there will be a
Wednesday.
new show
Yes.
on the blog,
Yes.
the More Than Dodgeball blog, and on YouTube.
That's up to date, current.
Up to date, current. Now, a couple things we're going to add to the show.
Yeah.
What are we going to add to the show?
We're gonna.
I think we talked about this at least once.
Well, the show is going to be 20 minutes.
Okay,
at the
20 minutes.
most.
20 minutes at the most.
Yeah, we found it a little tough to try to fit everything that we want to say into the small time, but we also want to do some cool things, so which requires some more time.
Okay. For instance,
like versus we'll receive email questions
like we always have.
But we want to do something different where you can send in a quick 30-second video
Just off
of
your
a
phone.
question, just off your phone, really quick. A nice selfie video. Be careful where you do it.
Yeah.
You know, you could look weird.
Yeah.
But just a quick question. We'll play it on the show, and we'll send you some cool resources.
So question, or you can send us 2 other videos. Can fall in 3 categories.
Yeah.
A question. You can send us a boneheaded, I can't believe I did that moment of youth ministry idiocy.
Yeah.
All of these have to be 45 seconds or less.
Yes.
A minute or less. Not
Yes.
anything more than a minute, we're cutting it.
Yeah.
Or, if you want, you can kind of send us a 45-second sermon in a sentence. Your word of exhortation.
Yeah.
Your word of
Add to the
encouragement.
conversation.
Add to the conversation.
Yeah.
Just say something nice to the youth worker nation, the youth ministry nation out there. And we've got a couple of those today.
Yeah.
Right? By the way, if we show your video,
Yeah.
we will send you a gift from Simply Youth Ministry.
Yep.
So today we've got a question coming up. We've got our morethandodgeball.com shirt, which is the blog. We've got one of these cool little Simply Youth Ministry journals.
Really nice.
Very nice. We've got a copy of Rick Lawrence's new
Jesus
Jesus-Centered Youth Ministry, which is an awesome book.
It is.
Have you read it?
I'm starting to read it now,
Dude,
but he
it's-
signed a copy of mine
he
at the
did.
Simply Youth Ministry Conference.
Wow,
It's
he
awesome.
didn't do that for me.
You don't know him like that, do you?
Wow, I don't. I thought I did.
What's up, Rick?
So, Rick, but that's who gets some gifts today.
Yes.
By the way, and as we have done in the past, we're bringing it back. If you would like to be a sponsor of the show,
Yes.
every week we're sponsored by Simply Youth Ministry and hopefully maybe somebody out there.
Yeah.
All you have to do is send us a gift. Any gift at all, worth $5 or more, and your ministry, your organization, you yourself, your dog, you can be a sponsor of an episode of Let's Talk Youth Ministry.
I think I'm going to add one more to that
Okay.
to the video. If you have some type of resource that you're using or something that you got
Yes.
from Simply or something you created that's fitting your niche, share that in a video with us and we can share it to the Youth Ministry Nation.
That's right. We mentioned that.
And help each other out.
That's awesome. I love that. Awesome. All right, dude, how was your weekend?
It was great.
Yeah?
Yesterday was probably the greatest. I went to my favorite place,
What's your favorite place?
Chick-fil-A,
You
on
go to
Sunday.
No, you didn't.
I did.
What?
Yes.
Oh,
I went to Chick-fil-A on Sunday. I didn't get to eat Chick-fil-A. Fries, actually, I got to eat some fries.
They were just leftovers sitting around from Saturday?
No.
Oh, it's because you and Jeremy are buddies. You and Jeff were your buddies.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in a small group with the owner of our local Chick-fil-A.
People are not supposed to know that. They're just supposed to know I have juice like that.
Well, sorry.
Just blew my cover. No. But actually, our life group guys, we filmed a video for his webpage, for the Chick-fil-A webpage in Foothill Ranch.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Just look for the name Theodore Biggins.
That's all I need. That's
all you need to know.
Theodore Biggins.
Theodore Biggins showed up.
His local Chick-fil-A. His local Chick-fil-A has its own webpage.
Facebook page.
Oh, Facebook page. That makes more sense.
And he's got a lot of fans, so he just want to spice things up.
That's
so
cool.
our small group guys came, showed up. We shot a nice, funny video. It was awesome.
I yesterday had a busy day, dude. Came home late Saturday night. I was speaking at an event with the Church of God denomination, youth workers. Awesome. If any of those guys are watching, fantastic. Got home late Saturday night, then went and visited our Corona youth ministry. We have a youth ministry out on our Corona campus. They were killing it. It was amazing. Awesome. And then from there, I went home and helped Rachel. Did this massive. Sandra was there.
Yes.
Rachel hosted this awesome bridal shower, so I helped her set up for that. And then in a moment of just a little window of relaxation, I took Edgar, the fiance of the lady that we were hosting the bridal shower. He and I went and saw Paul Walker, the late Paul Walker.
Oh, wow.
We saw his movie, Brick Mansions. Yeah. Brick Mansions.
How was it?
Well, I don't want to speak ill of the dead. Maybe I just did. Maybe I just spoke ill of the dead. It had awesome fight scenes.
Yeah.
If you just want to see fight scenes and action,
you can't make great. Every movie can't be great.
Were any of his movies great?
Dude.
I mean, Fast and Furious are fun, but they're not great.
Yeah, but once you get past the 1, 2, 3 mark, and you're still able to continue.
Yes, it was a cash cow.
Yeah, regardless to whether it's like it becomes great in a different.
Yes. Here's my theory. No movie that has The Rock in it can be considered great.
I don't know about that. Game Plan was pretty good.
Tooth Fairy?
Yeah. Oh.
How about what's it, Hercules?
Well, they all can't be great.
No, okay. All right. Okay, so there you go. New show format.
Yeah.
We're jumping in. We got to keep this to 20
let's keep
minutes.
going.
Okay, so let's show an oops video.
Okay.
Brooklyn Lindsay, a friend of ours, sent us in an oops video.
Yeah.
Something with it went wrong. So here it is.
Hey everyone, this is Brooklyn reporting from St. Pete Beach, Florida. I just wanted to say hi and just wanted to encourage you today. I remember a time when I was very young in youth ministry and I brought a group of students to the beach. And it was the day after a hurricane and we came because the waves were big. So on purpose, we went out into the water and floated around without boards, and there was a girl named Victoria and she was really struggling, and I just told her, just keep treading on water, you'll be fine. Until she started swimming over to me and trying to climb me like a tree. I knew she was going to drown me if I didn't do something, so I kicked her and got her away from me, and I said, I'm sorry, you're going to thank me later. And so I went to save her by getting a lifeguard because I knew I couldn't do it. So anyway, I was a complete and total idiot for making the choices I made that day. But, I mean, at least no one died, and sometimes, you know, we learn from our mistakes. Yeah, I can't believe that happened still to this day. But anyway, I hope you've had a great week in ministry. If you haven't, just look at the wonderful people walking behind me and enjoy. I hope you have a great week. Take care. Bye.
Dude, what do you have to say? I don't know. Well, first of all, people in the Midwest right now, they're not liking Brooklyn Lindsay.
No.
Because she's on a beach in Florida.
Yeah.
On a Saturday or Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Hanging out in this season right now. I mean, I know it's starting to warm up. Rumor has it, people in the Midwest are officially taking off the parkas, right?
They're defrosting.
They're defrosting.
It should have been like a small Tybo sponsorship tag on the bottom. You kicked the girl off of you.
You kicked the girl.
You have to though. You
is
have
that true?
To. I think it's
if somebody's drowning.
If somebody's drowning, they don't even understand what they're doing. You both will die if you don't.
So if they hold on to you, they'll take you down.
I think she kicked her because no one can really see that.
What my favorite part is, you'll thank me later.
Yeah.
You'll thank me later, which is true, by the
Yeah.
way. If in fact, which I didn't know that, I'm a water guy,
Dude.
and I didn't know that if somebody's
Don't
drowning,
let someone do that to you.
because if they're
you
only if they're
drown.
panicking.
If they're panicking, yeah. I'm sure her first thought was
Okay.
a nice sharp elbow.
Yes.
But that would just look too violent on a high school girl.
Yeah.
So a nice
a little kick under the water.
A little Taibo kick under the water.
But here's the thing: she's not saying that was her mistake. Her mistake was taking kids swimming the day after a hurricane.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thought of big waves, so much fun.
So much fun. Good swimmers. They live in Florida. They're used to
So
hurricanes.
dangerous.
All right,
So
Brooklyn. Well done. Well done. All right, here we go. For the rest of the show,
Yeah.
let's address one question from the Youth Ministry Nation. You can email us at letstalkyouthministry@gmail.com.
Yes.
You can email us a video or a written question,
Yeah.
and we'll talk about it on the show. We do have a question via video from Jeremy.
Yes.
Okay, let's check it out.
Hey, I'm Jeremy Lee from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and my big question for you guys is, how could youth ministers convert great supportive parents into volunteers? What would be your suggestions?
There you go. Great question. Did you notice a few
Great
things?
beard.
Great beard. There's so much to love about that video, dude.
Yeah.
There's so the extreme
Yeah.
close up of the selfie.
I had to
video.
watch it like 3 times because the first time it was a bit much.
You're like, wow, that's a whole lot of
Then
Jeremy.
the second, I admired the beard.
Yes.
And then the third time, I actually got
the beard,
yeah.
the fact that he's at a sporting event of some
That's
type, the fact that there's a porta potty in the background.
Right by the porta potty.
All elements of a great,
Thank
great
you.
beard.
Thank
By
you,
the way,
Jeremy.
Jeremy is the founder of parentministry.net.
Oh, nice.
Have you heard of parentministry.net?
Yes.
Dude, that's
Yes.
a great,
Yes.
great resource. And he sent us a question about, and I'm going to let you address this first. How do we take awesome, so let's pretend we've got some awesome, supportive
Yeah.
parents. How do we get those types of parents to become volunteers?
Yeah.
Some thoughts on that.
Man, that's a tough one because there's a lot of questions that I would have to ask in terms of parents becoming volunteers, for the simple fact that, that it's a weird space between students and parents, and we try to create environment. Not that we want to totally disconnect from parents,
Right.
but students want to have kind of like an ownership, especially in high school
Especially in
ministry.
high school.
And it's kind of hard for them to have that with kind of parents, kind of like they feel like it's encroachment upon their space. So it's kind of hard. So we want to make sure that there's, kind of clarity on that.
But we
you know,
use a ton of
for the
parents.
kids. We do. In different avenues.
Yeah. So what are some of the,
Avenues.
when you say there's a ton of questions, give us what are 2 or 3 or 1 or 2 of the primary questions you consider before
Yeah.
utilizing parents?
It depends. If I don't know the parent, or if I don't really know, I may know them, know their kid, but I don't really know them. I would really ask, how's that relationship? Have you talked to them about you wanting to be more involved? Or if I'm seeking them out, I'm saying, hey, how do you think they would feel if you came and helped me out?
Right. Right.
To bring in to do
Yeah.
more for the ministry, and and then kind of look for their availability to match something that may be opposite of where their child would be, just to help them out, because even that conversation could be weird. They want me to help out more, and then the kid may feel bad. So if I have a few options where I can say, hey, administratively, or maybe you can do a portion of events that would help me out, maybe registration and stuff like that. That would just to be well prepared to the fact that it might not be a great idea with the parents.
And I think in general, the idea of using parents is awesome.
Yeah.
We got to use. I mean, gone are the days where we say we don't want parents involved.
Yeah.
We used to be arrogant enough to think we didn't want parents involved
At all. Yeah.
And I think it can be unhealthy for a parent to lead their own teenager small group,
Yeah.
but it's not automatically unhealthy
No.
for a parent to lead their own teenagers. So you got to kind of take that case by case. Specifically, like Jeremy asking, how do we get these awesome parents?
Yeah.
Because a lot of parents come to us and want to be involved, and then we also identify and go, man, that's a great parent. That's a great parent. How can we get them involved? A couple just super quick thoughts. One would be, awesome parents are probably awesome at something specific.
Yeah.
So figure out maybe what they're really good at and how your ministry can benefit from their awesomeness. And go after them and recruit the awesome parents, like the ones who you know are amazing. Recruit them in a way that leverages what they're great at. For example, we have a parent, Steve Mankey. Steve Mankey is a parent of junior hires and high schoolers in our ministry, and he is one of those awesome, supportive, amazing parents who is also really, really good at building stuff. And loves to do it. And so what we have done is we didn't recruit Steve just to be involved in every other aspect of our ministry because he's so good at building stuff. We just went to him and said, hey, would you be willing to just build stuff when we need it? It's not an every week thing. You don't have to commit to every Wednesday night leading a small group. Will you just build us props, game sets, backgrounds? He's built stuff for summer camp. I mean, and what we're doing with him is he's a fan of our ministry. And we're not trying to convince him to do something completely outside of his wheelhouse. We're utilizing what he's already great at. So you might have a great mom who's a CEO and she's highly organized. Well, use that greatness. You might have a parent who's really relational with kids. You just see that other teenagers are attracted to this dad. His son's friends love being around him. Well, then he'd be a great one to use in a small group setting or in a relational, hands-on type of setting. I think great parents, first of all, just because they're great supportive parents of the ministry doesn't mean they're going to be awesome volunteers. So you got to figure that out. But great
What's
parents.
Your exit strategy?
What's your exit strategy? Because it's different. They're cheerleaders from afar, but they might not be necessarily good volunteers.
I actually just had a guy. He joined our weekend leader team, and his daughter goes to another service. His daughter goes to the 6, so he serves at the 4 because she told him, you can serve, but I don't want to ever see you at the 6 o'clock service serving. That's my space. And he honors that, comes to the 4. He's awesome, on time, all in, reaching out to other students is super great. So I think that's just a great conversation to have with those.
One final tip. If I were to try to recruit parents, a lot of parents are a little bit nervous or insecure because in their own home, they're viewed as the enemy. Their kid rolls their eyes at them. They kind of think, well, man, I can't even. My own son or daughter doesn't dig me, so why in the world would I ever be affected with other teenagers, right? So I think one strategy would be if you have a great parent and you know they're a good parent and they're supportive and you go, I want in our ministry, have some other teenagers recruit them. So have 3 or 4 high school girls go up to that mom and say, hey, Mrs. Jones, would you ever consider volunteering in high school ministry? Because we think you'd be great. All of a sudden, that mom's like, oh, I'm getting distracted by her side. No, sorry. But, she suddenly thinks, maybe I'm not a total nerd. Maybe some teenagers actually like me because in my own home, my daughter and I are kind of not getting along right now. And it's tough to say no. I mean, if a group of 7th grade boys comes up and says, hey, Mr. Smith, would you consider being our small group leader? How's he going to say no to that, right?
Totally.
So I would use students to recruit parents. Just a few thoughts. Parents, I mean, man, utilize them. Figure out, use them at their greatness.
I think to have that balance, even to have parents feel like they're able to, be there, and because sometimes some parents just want to be involved. Some parents just want to be involved, and they love the ministry, and they're like, I don't want to be overbearing. I have parents that's like that, like, I love the ministry. I don't want to be overbearing. I wish I could be.
How can I help?
I wish I could be more involved, but I know my son doesn't want to be there. So,
or their schedule doesn't allow them to. Right? But it doesn't have to be all or nothing. You don't have to use a 42-year-old dad the same way you use the 21-year-old college kid who's got no wife, tons of time, a part-time job. They're all in, right? They got nothing else to do sometimes but be great volunteers. You don't have to expect the same out of parents. Give them easy entry points. Give them low-hanging fruit. Give them easy wins. Leverage what they're already good and great at, like we're doing with Steve Mankey. And I think that's how you can utilize great parents.
Awesome.
Is that all we got? I think that's it. Hey, send us your questions. Email us.
For you, Jeremy.
Or video us. Jeremy, we're sending you some goodies. If you want to sponsor the show for $5, 1 Saddleback Parkway, Lake Forest, California, 92630. Send it to AC Crumby or Kurt Johnston. We'll let you be a sponsor of the show. We'll see you next week.